Black family, my African American family, side of the family, my dad and his family,
Mm-hmm.
had a very different way of interacting than my quote unquote white side of the family with the world in this way. In that, if my white side of the family was mistreated in some way,
Mm-hmm.
they had no problem saying, "Excuse me, you will not treat me like this."
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Example, restaurant, bad service, or not even bad service, mistake. "Excuse me, you made a mistake. Thank you."
Yeah, you'll fix this now.
That wasn't the other side of the family would just
Yeah, it'd be fine. Yeah, just leave it.
Be
It'd be
fine,
all right.
just
Just
leave
eat
it.
it.
Yeah,
We just eat it.
we just won't come back.
What?
Yeah.
That is so interesting.
So, what you
This girl's story really resonated with me, but not just on the surface, in a generational way. See, my dad is Jamaican and my mom is Trinidadian, and I think they were socialized much like this young girl's Black parents, where if you're being treated poorly or you receive bad service, that you don't confront it, that you just shrink back and you walk away and you just don't come back anymore. For me, growing up as a first generation Canadian, this was confusing because in school, this is not what they were teaching me. They weren't teaching me to be silent. They weren't teaching me to not speak up. They were teaching me to advocate for myself. And this was also the type of adult that I wanted to be. So we were constantly clashing. Every time we went into these difficult situations, my parents and myself would wind up on opposite ends of, how we should deal with it appropriately. But the truth is, they were taught this behavior to survive. They learned to avoid conflict in order to stay safe and in order to move through the world without more barriers. That silence was their protection. And even if it felt icky to me, there was some real fear there for them. This is a generational gap that we don't talk enough about in our communities. How survival strategies for one generation can feel like submission to the next. And I think if we were sharing these stories more in the media, we could actually bring tension like this into the light and potentially bridge the gaps of misunderstanding. Instead of judging each other, we start to see behind our choices and then move forward by telling the truth across generations and building the courage to choose differently together. My name is Monique Armstrong-Che, and I'm signing out. Till my producers, creatives, and directors, keep your head down and stay creating.